Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the topic of metals is predicting chemical reactions involving metals. So concentrate yourself. This is a conceptual lecture. So we are going to start. A knowledge of the order of the metals in the reactivity series can be used to predict and explain chemical reactions involving metals. The reactivity series can be written. So here is the reactivity series. So potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium. After that, carbon will be introduced. Then zinc, iron, lead. After that, hydrogen will be introduced. And then copper, mercury, silver, and platinum. Although carbon and hydrogen are not metals, but their introduction into the reactivity series will help you a lot. So you will see later in this lecture. The inclusion of the carbon and hydrogen in their correct places, although they are not metals, extends the usefulness of the reactivity series. Metals above hydrogen will displace hydrogen. So here is a point that need to be remembered. So metals above hydrogen will displace hydrogen from acids. So here is hydrogen. So metals above hydrogen will displace hydrogen from acids. The metals below will not displace hydrogen from dilute acid. Therefore, copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid. So you can see here is copper that is below hydrogen. So it will not displace hydrogen from the dilute hydrochloric acid. So it will not react with dilute HCl. And metals above carbon in the reactivity series are not produced by reduction of the metal oxide with carbon. Metals below carbon can be produced by reduction of the metal oxides with carbon. So now some examples will be are here that will make your concepts more clear. If iron oxide and aluminium powder are heated together, a reaction takes place because aluminium is more reactive than iron. So look now, iron is above this series, that is more reactive than iron. So it will displace iron from its compound and will take its place. So aluminium oxide and iron will be produced. No reaction would take place if zinc oxide and copper were heated because copper is less reactive than zinc. So in this series you can see that copper is less reactive than zinc. So look now, here is copper and here is zinc. So copper is less reactive than zinc. So it will be unable for copper to displace zinc. If iron nail is put into copper sulfate solution, because iron is more reactive than copper because of the higher place in the reactivity series, so that's why iron is more reactive than copper. So a reaction will take place. The blue solution turns almost colorless and brown copper is deposited. So look now, iron will displace copper because iron is more reactive than copper. So iron sulfate will be produced, will be formed, and copper will be kicked out. The reaction takes place because iron is more reactive than copper. No reaction would take place if a piece of the lead were put into the solution of the magnesium sulfate because lead is less reactive than magnesium. Reactions of this type are called displacement reactions, and it is important that the metal being added is more reactive than the metal already present in the compound if a reaction is to take place. So this was the lecture, students, an easy one but conceptual one. So read it again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.